Yeah, my trigger fingers itching for your pension, so I'm on the mission.
Today we're going to be making black eyed peas. We have the crushed peppers, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, black pepper, and Lawry's seasoning salt. We have bacon grease, onions, and chicken broth. And lastly, we have the ham hocks. Make sure you soak your beans the night before in cold water. And what it does, it takes away some of your cooking time. Alright, we're going to heat our pan up. We're going to add some bacon grease. Not all of it, just a little bit of bacon grease just to coat the bottom of the pan. And then we're going to put in our ham hocks just to simmer a little bit, just to lock in those flavors. Oh, look how luscious they are. Nicely smoked, sliced, and tender. You can always get your butcher to slice your ham hocks if you like. I happened to stumble across these at the grocery store. They were already sliced. I was like, yes! Because you know, the big ham hock takes a while sometimes to cook down. So this will be real easy to break apart. Alright, so we're just going to keep searing it. And then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to keep all that luscious juices and browning from the meat and the bacon inside that pan. We're going to do it all in one pan. Look at that meat. Wow. I'm falling in love with these ham hocks. Alright, so we're going to start taking them out the pan. They're sticking a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, look at that meat falling apart. Alright. Oh, that's a little, ooh, yeah, it's a little tough right here. I got this out. So now we're going to add onions. And we're going to mix in the onions with all that lusciousness at the bottom of the pan. We're going to add a little bit more bacon grease as well. Stir it all up. And by the way, that's all going to come up and be in your broth. So don't even worry about it. Just don't burn it. If you have to turn your fire down, turn it down. Alright, we're going to add the rest of our bacon grease. Stir it all in. We're sauteing the onions just a little bit. And the onions just rough to cut. They're not, particularly cut small or large, just medium-sized onions. It was a half an onion. So stir it up. Now we're going to add our beans. We're going to add our peas. And we're going to mix in, because we want to lock in that bacon grease and those onions and the juices from the ham hocks into the beans. So we're going to stir it all up. And what it does is it gives your beans a nice, savory flavor. So just keep stirring it up with the onions. Alright, so now we're going to add our meat. Ooh, look at that pork. Oh my God. So luscious. And with that, we're going to add our seasonings. We're going to add our black pepper. And you're just going to sprinkle it around. There's no particular measurement. Just sprinkle it around. Alright? And then with the Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, just sprinkle it around. As well as your crushed peppers, sprinkle it around. I don't have a per se measurement for this, because as it cooks, I would taste, and if I need to add more, then I would. But don't add a lot of salt, because remember, your pork has salt in it, your bacon grease has salt in it, so you don't need a lot of salt. And then your chicken stock has a little salt in it as well. And then, of course, you're going to add the Lawry seasoning salt. So you don't need a lot of salt. And I just sprinkle it around. And that was 1 bag of beans. All right, now add my chicken broth. Okay, so now we're going to turn our fire up and bring it up to a boil. And then we're going to lower the heat so it can simmer. Now while it's simmering or coming to a boil, let's talk about some New Year's Eve food folklore. All right. So these are some of the wise tales of why we eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day. Eating black-eyed peas on New Year's Day brings good luck in 1 year. For the best chance of luck every day in the new year, eat 365 black-eyed peas on New Year's Day. I think I could do that. Because I love black-eyed peas. All right. When served with greens, collards, mustard, or turnip, black-eyed peas represents coins and greens represents paper money. So in other words, what they used to do back in the day is they would put a penny or a dime in the pot of black-eyed peas, which is kind of gross to me. But anyway, and whoever got the penny or whoever got the dime will have more money than the person who got the penny. So that's one of the other folklores. Black-eyed peas eaten with stewed tomatoes represents wealth and health. In Hopping John, each pea represents a coin and a whole serving equals prosperity. So these are some of the food folklore of why we eat black-eyed peas. Oh, excuse me. Got some of the pepper in my nostrils there. Now, another reason why I soak my beans, not just to speed up the cooking process, but it also helps break down the complex sugars that's in the pea and the fiber so that you don't pass gas all the time. How many of you know that when you eat beans, especially if you don't eat them on a regular basis, you will get a lot of gas? So this eliminates some of the gases. Now it's boiling. We're going to reduce the heat so it can simmer. Ah, look at that lush. The bone is falling apart from the meat. Man, oh man, oh man. Just keep stirring it. It's simmering. See, the juice is a little thicker. I like my beans to be loose. I don't like them mushy. I like them when you bite into it, you get that burst of flavor. I can eat it dry, where I just get the beans without the juice. Or I can eat it with the juice. I prefer eating it with the juice with some cornbread. And eat it as a side dish with my other food that I prepare for New Year's Day. Typically we have greens, chitterlings, yes Lord, chitterlings, potato salad, black-eyed peas, and cornbread. That's our traditional meal that we make for New Year's Day. Okay, here's the finished product. This is without the juice. So I'm going to give you both displays. I'm getting my fork out right now to pick up my beans. All right. I'm breaking apart some of the meat. Yum, 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 yum. And I like these sliced ham hocks because they're so much easier to eat. They're nice and tender. Mmm. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me get the beans. Let me get the beans. Let me get the beans. Oh my goodness. See those beans? Bursting with flavor. Mmm. 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 Yes. This is it. This is it. Get another one. Mmm. 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 All right. So now we're going to do it with the juice. And this is my favorite because the juice is so flavorful. So flavorful. All right. I'm going to taste it with my juice. Get a little nice piece of meat. All right. Come on, meat. Come on. All right. Get my beans. Get some of that juice. You see it? Oh my goodness. Mmm, 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 mmm. Mmm. So good. So good. Bon appetit.